Hey guys, Ryan here again, plugging in more Fallout New Vegas, and we're continuing on our journey through New Vegas. We just convinced the boomers to help us when it comes time to battle with Caesar's Legion at Hoover Dam. And if I could find my way out of here, it'd be really great. And we just have to travel back to Mr. House and tell him that we've convinced him, the boomers, to join our side. Why do I have no weapon? Maria. Or laser rifle, I mean. We're still irradiated and I think both of my arms are broken. And I haven't been able to think off the top of my head where I can get it fixed. I think we can just go to...
I'm amazed that an outsider has proven so helpful.
The new Mormon fort. Old Mormon fort, I mean. I call it the new Mormon fort. Oh, there's actually some Brotherhood of Steel corpses in this blown out town. Somewhere. Oh, there's one. Ah, we're over encumbered again. Are there more? Here he is. But anyway, these Brotherhood of Steel guys were sent to make contact with the boomers. What's weighing us down? And as always, the boomers just shot at them.
Jumping Jesus on a pogo stick. You're the first one to make it through alive, let alone manage a return trip. Yep. Here are your caps.
We can't make a
Sorry
speech
about
check
that.
to double our
Cool.
money.
Here you go.
That stinks. But anyway, off screen I made the bet with that guy that I could run all the way to the boomers camp and back. And that's a gamble that I won. Ah. Gotta get to the old Mormon fort to get these injuries healed up. Also need to turn in these snow globes. They're just easy money sitting in my pockets. I keep neglecting to give them into Mr. House. Julie Farkas.
Smoke rising from the east spells trouble. I hope the Legion isn't on the move. What seems to be the problem? Okay. How have you been using the bathroom with your arms that messed up? Oh, forget I asked. Oof. You might want to brace yourself. This might get a bit painful.
I've never heard that
This should
dialogue
help with the
before.
pain. Anything else?
I think I'm addicted as well.
A common enough problem here in Freeside. This will help you kick the habit.
Cause you know, I freaking panic in battles and shoot up chems all the time.
Anything else?
Let's see if I can get any medical supplies.
We're pretty short-handed as it is, but I suppose I could spare a few items.
Alright. Definitely need a doctor's bag. I How many stim packs can we take? Just enough. Rat away. Maybe 2 of those. And we'll get by. Survival on a budget. Oh, I'm irradiated too. To what extent, though? A lot. Julie.
Quickly. Anything else?
Alright, now we're at full condition again.
Suspected Benny was a coward.
Alright, now we can give out some of these snow globes to Jane here.
Suddenly I feel all tingly, and I find I've got a rocket launcher. Not many people know this, but Mr. House is one of the world's biggest collectors of antique snow globes. If you happen to find any out in the wasteland, you can bring them to me, and I'll add them to his collection. You'll get a reward, of course. In fact, one of Mr. House's favorites went missing when we moved the collection. If you have a look around the Lucky 38, you might even find it. You do? Why, that's just
8,000
wonderful.
bottle
I'll
caps.
take them and
That's
put them
great.
with the rest of the collection. Oh,
Oops.
there's lots of things to tell, I'm sure. There's the 3 families, the casinos, the other attractions. What would you like to know?
Nothing really, because I hit that by mistake.
Anything you like, sugar.
Sometimes I button mash.
Any progress with the boomers?
All of the progress.
Well done. The boomers' firepower may prove an advantage when the battle for Hoover Dam comes around. Your next assignment won't take you far. It concerns the Omertas and their den of vice, Gomorrah. As the decisive encounter between the bull and the bear looms close, my concerns about the Omertas have grown. I've never expected loyalty, mind you. A reliably underhanded tribe is just as constant to deal with as one that always runs true. But that's just it. Lately, the Omerta's cooperative silence has been deafening. Not a single complaint. They're up to something.
It's kind of paranoid.
The Omertas are fanatically loyal to each other. Still, among any group, one can find the occasional degenerate. Gomorrah's receptionist happens to be one. For years, she passed on whispers of what was taking place at the casino in exchange for payment. A few months ago, she clammed up. Odds are she's scared. But I've had no way of approaching her. Start with her.
I wonder if that's because the Securitrons are too fat to fit through the doors. Alright, now we're getting the quests that are warning us to make sure we are decisive with what ending we want. See, it's telling us, are you sure? Because people won't like that you're helping someone. Help bad. So House thinks the Omertas are doing something suspicious. Oh, these are pretty big doors. I retract my statement. I don't know what House is talking about then.
Hey, no one but Omertas are allowed to carry guns into Gomorrah. Check your weapons with me.
Just put his face on one Securitron and say, hey, let's have a conversation.
You'll get these back on your way out.
Hello and welcome to Gomorrah. What can I help you with today? I knew someone would call in that mark soon. What do you want to know? All I can tell you is to find Caccino. He's the lowest level lieutenant you're going to be able to talk to. Some of the girls say he's been involved in some shady business the family wouldn't really like. Ask him about it. Later.
Alright, Caccino.
Did you know the strip's all stirred up lately?
I hear you've been asking questions about me, dickweed. What the fuck do you want? Business? What the fuck do you mean business? You looking to get yourself burned? Now you start talking real clear, and I mean fucking crystal clear, because I'm about to lose my patience. I don't give half a dick what you heard. Now get the fuck out of my face before I burn your sorry ass.
Alright, now we steal from him. His diary.
You again? What the fuck do you want? Where the fuck did you get that? Okay, listen, buddy. That's some dangerous shit.
I read your diary.
That book can get me killed if the wrong people see it. Let's talk. What do you want? What can I do for you? I can't stop you, but that's gonna mean my death. I can make it worth your while to give it to me, though. Plus, if you go to the bosses, I can't help you stop what they've been doing. You want to come into a back room and give me a chance? Didn't think so. Much as I'd love to put my fist through your neck, Mr. House frowns on that kind of behavior. So it'd get me killed just as quick as that book.
So, I guess we could just give it back to him.
I can pay you for it, of course.
He'll pay us for
I
it,
also have
but...
some information about the family's business that you might find interesting. Between you and I, we can break up what they're planning, maybe save some lives. Mine included, of course.
I figured that was our only leverage against him, but I guess we know. But then we wouldn't have any evidence.
Oh, here's some caps. Now give me the journal. Right, there we go. So let me tell you what I know about the family's business. The bosses, Big Sal and Nero, have been working for a while on this. They're arming themselves like an army, using this new guy, Troik. They also brought in a specialist named Clandon. At least that's what they introduced him as. I got no fucking idea. They let him have the run of the place, though. He seems like a nice guy, but he makes me nervous. He's a little arrogant, but he's too nice. Too open. I've never seen him fucking or gambling. Everyone has a vice, but this guy seems like the Pope. Okay, you can find me here or upstairs in my room. I'll let the muscle know you're a friend of mine. That should let you get around a little easier.
Alright, so what are our objectives right now? Alright, so talk to Troik and talk to Clandon.
Things are getting stranger every day.
Lower Brimstone, I think, is where Troik is.
There's some serious shit going on between NCR and the Legion. We better not fuck with our power.
Who are you? I didn't do anything. Leave me alone. Caccino? Caccino what? Are you kidding me? He must be trying to get me killed. Yeah? Well, fuck that. The bosses have my number and I'm a company man while they got the goods on me.
Speech check.
I guess if Caccino trusts you, I can tell you a little of what happened. It all started with a prostitute in here. Oh, man. I don't even like to think about it. All that goddamn blood. It was just in the hotel like any other night. I took some chems with the girl I was with, but I never black out. I did this time, though. Next thing I knew, I woke up, she was lying next to me, stabbed dead. There was a knife next to the bed, and I was covered in her blood. I keep a little switchblade tucked away with me. You never know when you might find some trouble. All right, have at it. That night, mostly buff out. I like to cut it with a little bit of jet and wash it down with some whiskey. That was my standard Saturday night.
Ah, we just barely missed the medicine chick.
Like I said, pretty standard for me. I can handle my shit. See ya.
Can probably take a Mentats.
You again. Next.
What kind of chems are you doing?
That night?
That doesn't sound like enough to get you through the whole night.
What?
To lose the whole night.
Yeah, you're right. I wonder what was up with that.
Oh, just a little bit of...
See ya.
Alright, so that opened up a new objective for us. Something about Troik's story doesn't sit well. Talk to Big Sal or look around for some evidence to exonerate him. Alright, so I'm just gonna talk to Big Sal.
Hey, you're Caccino's friend. You got business with me? Ah, Troik. What's he want? Some more jet? A fresh batch of girls? Maybe a guy or two this time. What, that he's a murdering jethead? Not a new story around here.
We fall short in all of these checks. Darn. Oh, we can just buy him out?
Yeah, that sounds alright to me. I bet we can find someone to do his work for that much. Tell him to get going. Alright, come back anytime.
We're probably... Nah, we're good. I forgot we got 8,000 caps. I was about to say we're probably dirt poor by now, but... No. We're not hurting for money.
You again. Make it quick. Holy shit. Really? Okay, I'll help you. But I'm getting the hell out of here first chance I get. They're keeping them in a little utility section down off the basement. I don't know what they're arming themselves for, but I know it isn't for the good of mankind. As a little pet project, I've been making some thermite. Thermite burns as hot as the devil's asshole and can melt through just about anything. I've been keeping it so if the family betrays me, I can hopefully do some damage before I end up dead or in jail.
Whoa. You deploy the thermite or I'll punch you in the shoulder.
Okay, here's the thermite and a key to the room where the guns are stored. Place the thermite on the crates in the room. I rigged the light switch outside the room to kick off a spark big enough to hold the thermite. That should turn that shit into molten slag. As soon as we're done talking, I'm gonna make myself like a ghost. I don't want to be anywhere near here when the bosses find out. Okay, cool.
It's not hard to put the thermite down. That speech check was probably just for lazy people. We can also get a bunch of weapons. We're gonna be really overweight when we leave this building. What else is left? Is it everywhere? Wow. Even behind a closed door, that blinded us.
Hey, what can I do for you? Whoa, you managed to pull that off? Solid work. That ought to gum up the boss's plans. Now we cut off the head of the serpent. Big Saul and Nero have to die. They're a little bit upset about what's been done to muck up their plans. They tasked me to find out who's responsible. There isn't gonna be another chance to get both of them together in the same room. I'll slip you a gun, and we can take them out. Hurry and get ready. I'll give you a gun when you get to the room.
But little does he know, we have a gun. An assault carbine. We can wear it openly. But I won't.
Hey, here's that gun I promised you. I suggest using it while they are talking.
Have
Pretty
some
sure they're gonna
words.
kill you after they
Take a
talk.
seat on the couch so we can get to talking.
Not like they can hear you, Caccino.
So I assume you know why we called you here. Yeah, we lost some guns, you little weasel. However, we can get more guns. You slowed us down, but you can't stop us. You're gonna die of failure. All right, let's dance.
Oop. All right, it's Kim's time. And now I'm addicted to turbo. Up, up, up. Oh. Nero. Oh. Whoops. That was close. Just take all these wonderful things and level up. Put more into speech.
Bosses don't like no.
Big Sal's password. Now we return to Mr. House and tell him all the shenanigans that took place in this weird Gomorrah establishment.
What do you have to report about the Omertas?
They're dead.
Well done. They won't be causing any trouble then. Your next assignment is to locate and destroy remnants of the Mojave chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel. The NCR nearly did the job at Helios 1 a few years ago, but there seem to have been survivors, unfortunately. Given the Brotherhood's fanatical views on technology, they can be counted on to oppose my regime. Please, put them out of my misery. Since 2278, I've lost 5 roaming Securitrons near Hidden Valley. I didn't receive any clear video of the incident, but telemetry from the units destroyed indicates they were attacked with energy weapons. It's obvious that the Brotherhood has a base in Hidden Valley or thereabouts. Finding it won't be easy, but getting inside will be the real trick. From time to time, the NCR has assaulted Brotherhood bunkers. In 4 of the 6 incidents I know of, the bunkers self-destructed. I surmise it's standard practice for the Brotherhood to install a self-destruct system. It's consistent with their uncompromising nature. You might use that against them, or kill them another way. It's up to you. Return when it's done.
Alright, guys. Ooh. So we've just failed the Caesar warning. And in the next episode, we'll start the Brotherhood of Steel part.